Hi guys, Q64 here, and today I'm taking you guys on a little tour of my room here. It's a room tour video. Now, I've had a lot of requests for a room tour video over the years, but this month marks my 10 years on YouTube, at least since I did my first video. It was a review of Interstellar, and it was a terrible video, but it's been 10 years on YouTube, and I really wanted to do something cool for like its 10th year anniversary. And I thought, what cooler thing to do than the room tour video that so many people have been asking for, and that I've seen more and more comments this year in particular. You know, I was like, all right, well, I've got to do a room tour for this, but I was suffering from analysis paralysis on how I wanted to film this. I had all kinds of different ideas. I wanted to do a few different things, and I was just like stuck on what I wanted to do. So finally, I just broke the analysis paralysis. It was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to grab the phone and walk around. I pretty much did the entire video in one take. Now, I have edited some things down and edited some things into the video, but overall it's very impromptu, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm happy enough with this, and I just want to do it. I just want to do this room tour and share with you guys. With all that said, let's jump into the video. So here's my desk that I work from. This is the Canon camera that I film with. It's kind of a little bit of a mess right now. I got a lot of stuff going on. Yes, Enterprise D, this has been my wallpaper for years. I do got a ring light up here. Actually, it used to have two softbox lights on the side, and I swapped them out for the ring light because it took up less space. And I got a secondary light over here, so I'm not getting a light from one angle. So that's my desk. And then over here, we've got a lot of the movies that I've picked up over the last couple months. I keep these over here until I'm going to use them to do a collection video and work them into the shelves. So as you can see, there's quite a few here. I'm probably going to be able to get 2 or 3 collection updates out of the stuff that I've picked up recently. A lot of this is from the used bookstore, but there's obviously a lot of newer releases here, like Terminator Steelbook and the Godzilla Japanese 4K set. So over here, I just got this box in. That's the only reason why it's sitting here. It's a 1/6 scale Rambo, 1/6 scale Doc Brown, and a 1/6 scale Mando. This was part of a Black Friday deal. By getting Rambo and Doc Brown, I got Mando for free. So really good deal, and I went ahead and popped on that. Over here, I just got some Ninja Turtles NECA figures. I'm trying to figure out where to put them at. That's the only reason they're down there right now. But this is my Gargoyles set. This is my Gargoyles collection. This is from NECA. We've got Goliath here. We've got Elisa Maza, Lexington. Shout out to my buddy Raptor, who is a Lexington fan. We got Demona. We've got Brooklyn, Broadway, Angela, Xanatos with his mech suit. We've got one of the Steel Clan here. Thaylog, Hudson, and of course, Brox.
We are gargoyles.
So those are my Gargoyles figures right here. And I built these cubes, and I've taken them apart and put them in different places. I haven't really figured out what to do there at the bottom. I think this is pretty much all the Gargoyles figures that are going to be released that I'm going to want, but I don't know, we'll wait and see. Coming up here, we've got Deep Space Nine. This was Eagle Moss released these. So I'm a big Star Trek fan and talking about it a lot here on the channel. Got some Firefly stuff over here. We've got this, the actual Firefly. This is actually a Yahtzee game. There was a Firefly Yahtzee game, so there's actually some dice inside here, which is kind of cool. Got Malcolm's pistol replica. I got that as a gift about a few Christmases back. Here's a kind of a cool little thing with some dog tags, Blue Sun there. Pretty cool. And we've got the DeLorean here. This is a Diamond Select DeLorean. I'm not 100% sure when this came out, but I've had this one for almost 10 years or about 10 years now. So released quite some time ago. And then I was gifted this DeLorean Transformer, which was pretty cool.
This is really cool.
Got this flux capacitor over here, which is another Yahtzee game, believe it or not. It actually does light up. And of course, we got the Talk Boy. I love the Talk Boy. This is the same Talk Boy I had from when I was a kid. Big fan of the Talk Boy, big fan of Home Alone 2. You're going to see a poster here shortly. Then we've got the light box here. I've been using this to film some B-roll for collection updates and things like that. It's been really useful. It's a very small footprint here. Doesn't take up a ton of space. I'm really liking it. Zooming out here, you get to see my Avatar poster here in the corner. The size of it worked best for this space. Really great. This is actually the poster I got from Blockbuster. When I worked at Blockbuster, I've got boxes of Blockbuster posters and like advertisements and things like that from when I work there. And I at least have a place to put this now. It works really good with my blue walls here. Ooh, it's 63 in here.
You are not sending me to the cooler.
It's cold. I started putting these up, some floating shelves. These are command strip floating shelves. Right now, I've just got some Abyss stuff going on here. We've got the 4K that just released. Then I was gifted this laser disc, which is pretty cool. And I was also gifted this VHS, which is still sealed, which is pretty neat. Then we got some lenticulars here with Avatar Way of Water, Ready Player One, and Tron Legacy 3D, which is awesome. I love Tron Legacy 3D. Got a little Goonies stand there. Got a tripod. This was actually another poster from Blockbuster. We used to keep these on the end caps. If you remember the aisles at Blockbuster, you'd have the middle section with the older movies, things that were over a year old. And on the end caps, there'd be different posters. So this one's a national treasure. Then down here, we've got Casino Royale. Sorry for the angle there, guys. But Casino Royale, which is pretty cool. Coming over here, you can see my Christopher Lloyd signed art. I met Christopher Lloyd probably almost 10 years ago now. Got him to sign that. Some steelbook displays. We got the Indiana Jones trilogy here. We've got the Dark Knight trilogy here. This is stuff you see in the background of my set. Then over here, we've got some ships. We've got the Enterprise D, which is my personal favorite Star Trek ship, probably my favorite starship ever, across all IPs. Got Voyager, which is really awesome. And of course, we got the Orville. The Orville, you know, I've reviewed every episode of the Orville season 3 here on the channel. To me, this is the real spiritual successor to Star Trek. Got some Blockbuster lanyards here, and a Blockbuster, was this a Lego Star Wars box that I picked up. Another lanyard, a key ring here. It used to say Blockbuster, but this is one I used when I worked at Blockbuster, so I got a lot of use and logo rubbed off. I've got my logo here on this display, reminiscent of a Blockbuster ticket. And then we've got all of my DVDs here with the backer cards from Blockbuster Video. If you guys remember, Blockbuster used to have these backer cards. So when you rented the movie, the backer card would be left there so that the employees would know where to put the movie when it got back. And I've got hundreds of these things. So I swap these out from time to time with DVDs that I have. So pretty cool. And then I've got some Sin City 10s over here. Not really sure what to do with them yet, so they've been over here for a while now. Going up here, this Indiana Jones is from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Is one of the toppers from Blockbuster. I removed it from the topper so I could actually display it. Then you've got this. I need to get an extension for it, but it's actually a star projector, laser projector. So it gives you some stars up there. And this is what one of the toppers looks like. This one from Pirates of the Caribbean. At World's End, this used to be at the top of the new release wall for the Pirates of the Caribbean section. And that's what it looked like. And then you've got some Funko Pops here. These are just all the Power Rangers ones. I used to pick these up. But I pretty much got the ones I want at this point, and I've stopped collecting those. Now you're seeing some more of my collection here. You can see this obviously in the background of a lot of different videos that I film. Then we've got right here some license plates. So this is Slave 2. This is from the movie Fanboys, which I'm a big fan of. So that's what that one's from. Slater 1 is, of course, from Last Action Hero. And then we all know where Out of Time is from, which is Back to the Future. So, yeah, you can see all of my movies there. I try and keep my DVDs down there at the bottom to fill out some spaces because I don't like having to look down that low. Over here, you can see some displays that you can't see when I'm filming. And then over here is the displays you can see while I'm filming, which is the Sandlot, Star Trek Generations, which is I have a lot of thoughts about the movie. But I really do like the design of the poster there. Picard and Kirk, classic Back to the Future display. And of course, we've got Godzilla and King Ghidorah. I love the colors and how that pops. So that's pretty cool. Coming over here, got some more steelbooks. We've got the 3 Toy Story steelbooks. I really like the minimalist design there. Got the Mummy Collection, Jumanji, and Goonies. I just have these here because, I don't know, they seem like they kind of match up together. Got some displays over here. Here we've got the Bond 50 set, which is really cool. I really love this set. We got the Lord of the Rings Blu-ray set. I did keep this because the 4K set does not include the appendices. So this is something that I have to keep because I don't know if they're going to release the appendices again. So we've got the Columbia Classics collection. I talked about this in my most valuable things in my collection video. So those are on 4K. Really cool set. And then, of course, here's some more of some of my DVDs. The backer cards. There's a couple lenticulars in here. You can see with Night at the Museum. And then Day After Tomorrow's a lenticular as well. But yeah, it's really cool having these. It's just more nostalgia, honestly, to have these. So some more lanyards. Crocodile Hunter, gotta have that. Some buttons that I had when I worked at Blockbuster. Yeah, again, some more lanyards. And then up here at the top, you can see an Iron Man. This is from when the first Iron Man movie released. This was up on the new release wall.
I understood that reference.
And this is just an acrylic shield light that I have that I picked up. Coming over here, we've got a small Ready Player One poster with the Iron Giant, which is awesome. And it complements the main movie poster of Ready Player One, which I really like it. It really harkens back to the Drew Struzan posters that the kind of movie, you know, harkens back to. I like Ready Player One. Some people don't, but I think it's pretty cool. Then we got an arcade one up here. The Marvel vs. Capcom. Came with a stool. This is the only arcade one-up that I have. I know they came out with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and I do really want that one, but I don't think I'm going to buy it. Let's turn it on here. I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen, and look at that, you can see in the reflection some things you're about to see, I guess. But this is like pretty loud when it turns on. There it is. You know, sometimes I have this on in the background and you guys can see it. It's got a light up marquee, which is pretty cool.
Iron Man wins. Superior attack. Perfect.
And I do play it. I do actually play this one. I don't play it as much as I used to, but mainly I just play Marvel vs. Capcom. I really wish I had X-Men Children of the Atom. Over here, you can sometimes see this in the back of my set. We've got the House Targaryen banner. I've also got a Stark one. I got these when Game of Thrones was running. With House of the Dragon coming out, I think it's real. I was like, you know what? I need to display this again. So then up here, you've got a Tron lenticular poster that I got. This was from Disney Rewards. So kind of cool. We got a Back to the Future 2 hat. And then Twilight Zone 10, which Twilight Zone is one of my favorite shows of all time. Really great to have that. And here's my steelbook section. I swap out the steelbooks here all the time. These are the ones I've got displayed right now, up with magnets. Pretty easy to take these off and swap them. You can do it with one hand. There you go. This is with a magnet behind it. That's what that looks like. Coming down here, got some more Blu-rays. A lot of these are some older movies and some things. Kind of a little classic section. A little bit of a hodgepodge here in this section. This was kind of cool. I got this. This is actually an original Back to the Future VHS, and with some LED lights in it. I was gifted this for Christmas, so that's kind of cool. Coming over here, you got another shelf. Another shelf of movies. A lot of these you can see in the background. And eventually I'm going to do like an actual zoom in and show you guys how I have mine organized. But how I organize all of my stuff is by genre. This section is mostly TV and superhero stuff. And then obviously the top section is all Star Trek. Then I got some additional steelbooks displayed up here. Really great stuff. The new Galaxy Quest 4K is coming out here soon.
It's the simple things in life you treasure.
Got a Blockbuster ticket, which is cool. This actually turns on, lights up. Look at that. That's sweet. And we've got Guardians of the Galaxy Mondo, Iron Giant. This is an FYE exclusive, and this really cool Matrix steelbook. Coming up here, you can kind of see this. Sorry for the glare. Can't really do a whole lot about that. But the original Star Trek, that was signed by William Shatner. Got this cool cinema display. I can't say thus the Lord of the Rings because I ran out of T's. So we're just going to go with Lord of the Rings. And then, of course, we've got Star Trek TNG poster over here. Again, sorry for the glare. So that's how that looks together up there. So that top part you don't see on my set very often. Going over here, you can see this is a Rocketeer 10 sign that I've got. So I don't even know when that thing was released. Got a Guardians of the Galaxy poster. It has some nice texture to it. Really cool, like the purple there. Some random figures. I actually talked about this ET in a previous video before, but this kind of random stuff here. Gotta have Turbo Man.
Trying to find the Turbo Man doll. Me too. Do you have any more in the back?
Christmas is coming up. Big fan of Jingle All the Way. Some random cards here. One of my Blockbuster cards. This is a Blockbuster gift card from back in the day. And then a Toys R Us gift card, as well as some, I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know if that'll focus in or not. Let's see. See if we can get it to focus in. There you go. Look at that. What that is, there is Chuck E. Cheese tokens. That's right.
The restaurant where a kid can be a kid.
So that's kind of cool. Sorry for the blur there. And this right here is an Attack of the Clones stand from when Attack of the Clones came out on VHS and DVD. This is actually in a grocery store. And I was gifted this. And this is one of the oldest things in my collection too. But yeah, really awesome. Then coming over here, we got Mr. and Mrs. Smith poster. I used to have this one on my other door. And then this other door, we've got Empire Strikes Back poster hanging on there. Coming up here, you can see some of my signed art, some of my signed 8x10s. Tom Welling, Steve Whitmer, who's voiced Kermit. We don't talk about the terrible Kermit. We got our hero, Nichelle Nichols. Nichelle Nichols was awesome. When I met her, Brent Spiner, Laura Perrell, John Noble, and Femke Jensen. Then we've got the Galaxy Quest poster. Now this is actually an original Galaxy Quest poster from the release back in 1999. We've got the Tron Legacy poster, another original release from 2010. And then an original Men in Black poster from when that release was 97, I think. Off the top of my head. We got some stuff here. We got one of the steelbooks for Return of the Jedi. This is actually the last physical media release to have Slave Leia on it. Got some Star Wars Unleashed figures that I've had a really long time. Got some Dragon Ball Z stuff, some Broly. Most of these statues I was actually gifted. So, and we got the Civil War display here. Captain America's Civil War. You can see a lot of my movies here. More shelves of movies that you guys never see because at this point, we're on the other side of the room. So I got some more license plate displays down here. That's Back to the Future 2. We got Toy Story 2. And comment if you know where this is from. I won't say. If you know where that license plate is from, comment and let me know. This is in no particular order here other than my documentaries there on the side. This is stuff I'm having to rework, but I haven't got around to it yet. Got a couple Star Wars Unleashed and Transformers Unleashed figures here. Haven't figured out what to do with them yet. This is pretty cool. This is actually a Jurassic Park cane, John Hammond's cane, if I can get it to focus. He's got the bug in there, which is kind of cool. So we got a little clapboard here and some Power Rangers stuff. You guys probably didn't know that I was a big Power Rangers fan, but I am. I'm a big Power Rangers fan.
Next time on Power Rangers.
We got Saba here, White Ranger. We got all these coins. I got these cool displays for, which has been really, really cool way to display these. It is signed by Jason David Frank, the late Jason David Frank. I've met him several times over the years. Sorry to hear about his passing. I've also got some more Power Rangers helmets down here. Red Ranger, Green Ranger, White Ranger, pink and blue. Waiting on them to release yellow and black. Got Iron Man here. You got Ghostface. And we've got Kylo Ren.
But why?
I actually bought Kylo Ren during the Force Awakens release because I was hyped. And, you know, right now I just needed another helmet. I'd like to get rid of it, to be honest. Got some Star Wars, Stranger Things stuff. That's actually a popcorn bucket down there. And then Captain America's shield that somebody made that looks really cool. We got the Witcher sword here. I remember when The Witcher didn't suck. And then we've got a couple posters here. These are reprints. But I told you guys earlier I was a Home Alone 2 fan when I was talking about the Talk Boy.
What a troubled young man.
And then we also got The Thing. You know, The Thing is one of my favorite movies. Love Home Alone 2 as well. Coming over here, you can see my a big wall of white. This is my screen. 120-inch screen. Watch a lot of movies down here. And then coming over here, you can see I got a Switch. I've got a PlayStation 4. I mainly just have the PlayStation 4 for Blu-ray 3Ds. I'm not as much of a gamer anymore. Got some extra Funko Pops here. And that right there is actually the projector. It's a short throw projector. So I don't have anything mounted up on the wall. Very convenient, very easy to install and set up. If you've got the room and you want a projector and you want something, you don't have to run a lot of wires. This is a good setup. I just got done watching this movie for the first time. Everybody wants some. When I watch a movie, I put it there. My 4K player and my Roku. And a garbage can. Yeah, that's what you guys want to see. I got some TV trays here. That's my water and beer fridge. Right now, there's just water in there. My candy section. I really don't eat much of this. I just keep this here for when people come over. So they have candy options. Got popcorn. This AMC popcorn is great. Peanuts and some stuff, some cups and things. Here's some other posters that I've got right here. I met Carl Urban. I created those top 3 posters. I created myself. I do graphic design, like amateur graphic design is for fun. Met Carl Urban. I met Gina Carano this year. Very, very nice. I got to talk to her for quite a bit. I knew the person running her booth, so shout out to Jay. And then we've got Sean Astin. Summer Glau, John Ratzenberger, the voice of Ham, signed this one. And this is probably one of my favorite ones. Surf Ninjas, if you guys remember this.
Let's shred! Kwanzaa dudes!
Yeah, Ernie Reyes Jr. signed this, and he signed it Kwanzaa dude. Then I got Rob Schneider to sign this. And I got him to say, what if I don't sign this poster? If you guys remember from the movie when he says, what if I lost this power? So that was kind of cool. Got a Back to the Future poster. This one is a reprint. It's one of my oldest posters.
You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Got a Twilight Zone blanket. This is actually covering up my window over here. I don't really open it hardly ever. Again, I love Twilight Zone. And this was a great blanket. I just picked this up a couple months back. And yeah, really solid. It's basically like having a giant poster. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my favorite Tarantino movie, and that is an original poster. I picked that up for about 50 bucks. I think on eBay, the original posters for this one are going for like 200, so kind of crazy. I got an original Star Trek First Contact poster. We got Secondhand Lions, which is one of my favorite movies. Avengers, and I'll go back over there to share with you guys that last poster I forgot to share with you guys. But you zoom out here, and you can see this is my seating setup. So what's cool about that section over there is it actually folds up for extra seating. Of course, this is my blue and yellow couch you guys kind of see on my set. Now let's come over this way. Got a Blockbuster blanket. As you saw earlier, it was 63 down here. So we got a tripod here. Coming back around to my desk. Kind of a mess. But this is actually an original Newsweek magazine from 1999 prior to the release of The Phantom Menace. And it's signed by Samuel Jackson. So it was pretty cool. And again, coming over here, I forgot to show you guys this. So this is a movie called In Search of Tomorrow, the definitive 80s sci-fi documentary. I actually did a review of this documentary. It was a fan-made documentary. It's like almost 6 hours long. And, oh yeah, there's one other thing I forgot to share with you guys. Sorry, I'm spinning you guys around too much. So if you come out this way, and you look at the top there, up at the top, those are all toppers for the new release wall at Blockbuster. So all of these movies came out when I worked at Blockbuster. We had Watchmen, Star Trek 09, Fast and Furious. This was the fourth Fast and Furious movie, 2012, which I really liked the movie. It's not a great movie, but I like it. We got Transformers as well. And then if you come back over this way, the other thing I forgot to share with you guys when I was sharing this is Attack of the Dock. This was signed by Chris Gore, Film Threat, which is pretty cool. And this is the documentary that I was just sharing with you guys. This was crowdfunded and was really cool. If you want to know more about that, like I said, I did a review here on the channel. Oh, I almost forgot one of the more important parts that I completely skipped over, which is my Hot Toys stuff. So we've got Captain Cisco here, which you guys can see on the set. Now, this was one of the main things I've seen people comment since I set these up on my set, like what's behind you. So this is what's behind me. It's Captain Cisco from X06, 1/6 scale. We've got Luke from Return of the Jedi, the best Luke in my opinion. Well, we got Gandalf.
A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Really cool layout there. Sorry for the reflection, kind of hard to really avoid that, but pretty cool. I can't ever get as, I'm not really good with these, like posing these things, so hopefully they're not too terrible. There's a lot better people at displaying these things than me. Got our Wonder Woman 1/6 scale, Captain America from Endgame with Mjolnir. We've got Iron Man here, mech suit. I didn't want to just get a regular Iron Man. I wanted to get Tony Stark. I wanted to get the mech suit. I really like this. He's got that floating look to him because the stand's pretty cool. We got Marty from Back to the Future. My favorite movie of all time is Back to the Future with Einstein. You know, as I said earlier, I just got Doc Brown, so I'm looking forward to kind of displaying those together. This was a little box that I put together. Again, sorry for the reflection there. See if I can kind of move out of the way. No, that doesn't really help. Anyway, got a Cafe 80s stand there. This is a replica of the Jaws script signed by the cast. It's a replica, not an original. Over here, we got some keys from Ready Player One and some Back to the Future NECA figures. So over here, just got a little Millennium Falcon light up, some Game of Thrones stuff. And then lastly, we got here an 8x10 signed by Peter Mayhew, who I met back in 2014, before he passed away. So back here on my set, that concludes the room tour video. I hope you guys liked it. Again, I had a lot of like ideas and things that I really wanted to do with this video, you know, and I was just stuck on how I wanted to do it. So I'm just glad I just did it. And now it's out there, and maybe next year I will have a better plan of how I want to do it. I might do this again next year. As I said, my room changes quite a bit. I do move things around from time to time. If you have any questions about anything in the video, please comment. I'll try and answer any questions that you guys have about anything. I do try and get to the comments. Sometimes I'm more successful than others, but if you have anything that you have questions about, just let me know. I do want to thank all of my subscribers over the past 10 years. If you've been here 10 years or you've been here a month or however long you've been here, or if this is the first time you've ever seen any one of my videos, I do want to thank all of you. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm Geechu64, and I'll always tell you the truth.